The other day, I was having a conversation with a security leader at a private sector organization, and they were, I'll say, lamenting the fact that they're not a federal agency. So, as a U.S. federal agency, of course, you've got a mandate to adopt zero trust. And they were lamenting the fact that because they don't have a mandate, they are facing a little bit of an uphill battle internally to sell the concept of zero trust, not to the security folks, not to the technical folks, but to the business. The business of this particular organization never, I would say, properly prioritized, properly invested in their security program. So this person was kind of wishing they had an outside force where they could say, look, we have to do this. And we turned into a great conversation because we came to the conclusion that, in fact, they really do have a mandate. And if you think about it, their job as a security professional is to apply all best practices to securing the information and processes in their organization. And that's a bedrock premise, right? That's what we have to do as security professionals. And second, that Zero Trust really captures all of the industry best practices from a technology perspective, from a process perspective, and from an overall framework and methodology perspective. And therefore, we have an obligation as security professionals to apply these best practices in our organization. If we don't, we're doing a disservice to our organization. And we know the stakes are too high not to apply the best possible security practices that we can. And this person, when I talked about it, and they thought about it, and they realized, hey, I really do have a mandate. Now, we also talked about they could dial up or dial down the level of formality, the level of visibility inside the organization, and the level of expectations around that. And that's a really interesting topic, and that's going to be a subject of another video or blog on this. But they came away from that conversation really energized and thinking about essentially, hey, I really do have a mandate. I should, I'm empowered to launch this initiative inside my organization. And of course, we're going to tailor it. They're going to tailor it to their organization. But I was excited by that conversation. I think you should be too, to realize, even if you're not a public sector part of the federal government, that you should act as if you do have a mandate and a mission to apply zero trust to your organization. That's my thought for the day. Thank you.